What's up with y'all? Jess Sparks here, Star Pilot here. In today's video, we're going to talk about this. Basically, the sun is not a light, and the moon is just a reflection. Now, I know this sounds like crazy or whatever, but once I explain it, you're gonna understand what I mean and things of that nature. Now, don't get lost in NASA. NASA just be talking. NASA just be saying shit, right? You go on Google right now, look up the sun. The first thing you probably see is a big ass orange object of light beaming in the middle of space, when space is like 0.0000000 degrees and it's ice cold. But for some reason, something so hot can survive. Like, that's some lostness. You know what I'm saying? Now, what the light really is, when you look out at the sun, because I'm not gonna say up, because there's no such thing as up or down. We're just looking out and in. When you look out at the sun, right, you realize that you're really just looking at a big ass body of water. Now, the sun is just a big ass body of water playing out differently in a different atmosphere due to fusion and friction of what's going on in that current of events of water. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what's going on, right? Now, what the moon is a reflection. The moon is just, when we are rotating to the left, whether it be waning, waxing, or a full moon, we see that the moon always has that same shape, not even shape, but that same, because it's a reflection. So it's kind of like that same vibe. You know what I'm saying? That same energy type shit. You know what I'm saying? And why I said vibe, because a lot of times we call the moon the feminine and the sun the masculine. You know what I'm saying? So the vibes, vibration, that's feminine. Frequency, you know what I'm saying, and all that shit, that's masculine. And frequency would be the sun, vibration will be the moon. So shit like that. But back to my point, right? When you understand that this sorry y'all, the moon is just a reflection, right? You understand that certain line of events is going on, right? You may think, like, if you just look up NASA or whatever, or things of that nature, NASA will tell you that the moon is an object, that you can land on the moon, that you know what I'm saying, you can do all this, the moon's just a rock, all that shit. No, that's some lostness right now. That's some shit that they just trying to get y'all lost in, because they don't want you to think for yourselves and have your own mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know damn well the moon is not a rock. They know damn well the moon is not an object. These cats know that. But back to my point, right? When you understand that the moon is just a reflection, you'll see how that plays out in so many, like, you see how it being just water, like everything in life, just, you understand, like, air is just a different version of water. Like, and even these words, air, like it'll get y'all lost thinking, like, what the fuck is he talking about? Air, water, that makes no, I know it's these words we use, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really something else, but it's all water at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Everything is water. Snow, water. When it rains, it's water. Hails, it's water. All that shit, water. You know what I'm saying? Even leaves, when it falls, leaves, that's water. All that shit is water. It's just playing out differently. It's just water condensed differently. Like, this car, water. Like, I'm like, all this was created from this sphere of reality, which this sphere of reality is a big ass body of water. This whole world is a big. That's what they call us. That's what they say. Even what they were right about was when they said, when scientists said we are 75% water, they were actually right about. Even though we're basically, everything is water in our body. They just the idea, the point that they're trying to get is actually correct. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the reason they came up with that kind of logic is kind of, they figure shit like, just like, that's why I say stars are water. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Well, you know what I'm saying? Dolo the pilot man actually came up with that concept, stars being water. But I'm just saying that, just breaking it down so y'all can understand what I'm trying to get at. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, right? This is what God shows you in reality, in actual life. Now, go in your kitchen, right? Get you a pot, right? Pour some water, like, go in your sink, fill it up. You don't even gotta fill it. You can, you do whatever you want. Just put some water in the pot, right? Cover it. When you put the stove on, what you'll see is in a couple of minutes, right? You'll see steam, smoke playing out, right? And then when you see that steam and smoke playing out, if you leave it in for long enough, you'll take it out and realize there's nothing in there. So you can say the water evaporated, which it did, but what really happened was the water took the steam element, the steam form, the smoke form, smoke, steam, all that shit, that's water. So so when I ask you what is going on, why did that happen? You'll tell me, oh, the water heated up. So basically, it's fusion and friction. That's what the sun is, fusion and friction, steam. Like, that's why you see clouds, you know what I'm saying? That's why we have rivers, that's why we have seas, that's why we have oceans, that's why you're looking at when you look out at the sun, you're looking at the ocean, you're looking at a ocean, basically, you know what I'm saying? But back to my point with the stove and the water, right? You realize that the water takes the form of the steam, the smoke. So it's not that the water disappeared, it's that the water went out it played out differently in a different atmosphere, went out in that environment, and took that smokeless, shapeless form. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you smoke weed or smoke anything, or you got a candle, or you got sage or whatever, you know what I'm saying, all that shit, you realize that the smoke comes out, all that shit comes out, and when that shit happens, your spirit can actually take that form, and when your spirit takes that form, you can actually meditate in that form and see how it is to be in that type of environment of how water is playing out. So then you realize how shit plays out in that sphere of reality. Just like when you're in a bathtub, right? When you're in a bathtub, right? It's kind of like you see the dirt play out, right? You see the bubbles, right? Now, look at the bubbles as water playing out differently in different atmospheres. Look at the dirt as water playing out differently in different atmospheres. So shit like that. So it's kind of like what I can say is you can see it as this, right? See it as like you can actually like if you're actually like wise enough, spiritual enough, right? You can see how certain waves in that bathtub connects with certain other bubbles and certain other particles and certain other dirts and certain other minerals and all that shit. What's going on is in that sphere of reality, because that's water has its own worlds and shit like that. You'll see that certain events play out different in that world too. Like if you can meditate in a tub too. You know what I'm saying? And see how shit plays out in that current of events. No pun intended. Current events. You know what I'm saying? We use these words for reasons. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times they're bastardizing shit like that, but it's like there's reasons why we come up with these terms and shit like that, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that in a way. Now, mist, air, fog, all that shit, clouds, steam, smoke, even fire, all that shit is water. I don't got a lighter. Damn, it's in the crib. I'm not. When you got a lighter, right? Just, if you have a lighter and you're watching this video, just put your lighter on, right? What you'll see, what we call it fire because we don't know what to call it, but it's actually just water. And water playing out in that atmosphere. We actually don't know what fire is. We actually don't know what these air. We actually don't know what earth is. We actually don't know what water is. All that shit. We just come up with these concepts to try the best way to how to explain. Like it's really all these things combined. But once I figure out a word for these things, y'all will understand what I'm trying to say. Now, with that being said, I said that to say this, right? When you do got a lighter, you realize that if you leave it on for long enough, or if you put on your blunt or whatever, smoke starts to come out. So that's that same element, but it took the smoke form. So see how they take different forms of water and shit like that. Fire is just a different version of water. It just plays out in that. But you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, a lot of times we think that the sun is bringing the heat, The sun is not even bringing the heat, right? The sun is just it's like a big ass beach, a big ass ocean we're looking at. That what the heat is coming from is from us as a body of water, how we are rotating, right? Because if the sun was really bringing the heat, like for example, it's fall, it's like fall winter right now. It's basically fall because the sun is still in Sagittarius, right? A lot of people in my environment still think it's winter. So, but for example, if the sun was really bringing the heat, why is it every time in the morning when the sun comes out, it's still cold, right? So the sun is not bringing the heat. Clearly, if the sun actually brought the heat, then why would it still be cold during the winter and the fall time? You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm trying to say? It's kind of like you be lost thinking that because NASA said, oh, the sun brings the heat, sun brings the light, sun is an object. No, the sun is none of those things. The sun is just a body of water, fusion and friction going on. It's like you know what I'm saying? It's like how it's basically just how an ocean looks like, or how a big ass body of water looks like from a far distance. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even light. You know what I'm saying? That's how water looks like. Now, when I say the sun is not bringing heat, what actually brings the heat is when damn sorry, we bring the kind of the shit. You know what I'm saying? The shifts, not even the shifts, but the waves, right? Y'all ever like when y'all were in high school and y'all were when y'all were going through shit when it was like cold outside, y'all were wearing big ass jackets, big ass sweaters, shit like that. It was freezing outside and shit like that. Then y'all all pack up in the cafeteria, and for some reason it gets hot. Y'all start taking y'all jackets off. Y'all start sweating and shit like that. Now think about it. It's not that, you know what I'm saying? It's not that like all of a sudden shit just changed. It's that all y'all are stars. All y'all are water. All y'all are shit. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all come together, that's what's bringing what we're calling heat in a way. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's bringing the temperature. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. It ain't even, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like shit like that. You can be. It's like we as the people, because we're stars. We are the walking stars. You know what I'm saying? When you realize that, it's like we bring the temperatures. We change the environment. We create the vibes. It's us. It's all of it is us. So when you realize that, you start to realize that a lot of things that like happen in life, it's like our superpowers. Like our thoughts and feelings, that's our superpowers. Our thoughts and feelings create the water. You know what I'm saying? Our thoughts and feelings create the vibe and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then once the thought and feeling comes together and has sex, it creates the energy. And once that energy, whatever it is that you focus that energy on, is how it plays out in your life and things of that nature. But you know what I'm saying? That's a little quick video of how the sun is not a light and the moon is just a reflection. Thank y'all for watching.